I am the CEO and founder of Shelter Share. It's easy to think it's never going to happen to you, but it happened to me. In 2015, I lived in a 2-story apartment building, and there was bad weather all week. The news said the tornado was coming and could hit my apartment at any time. My neighbors and I were wondering where we'll go. OKC doesn't offer public shelters. I stood there holding my daughter, watching the news, silently stressing to myself. A few days later, the tornado tore up a convenience store, trailer park, and an apartment complex about a mile away. Whew, that was close. I hugged my daughter tighter. I did my best to make her feel nothing was wrong, but I knew that this was a big problem, and I could never live with myself if it happened again. Whether you're in a rural area, apartment, or house, I'd like to invite you to join us. For all of life's storms, Shelter Share is there, because it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Hold up, it's your boy DJ K Jizzle. Man, I'm having technical difficulties, but we in here with Rob Rich right now. You know what I'm talking about?
What's good? What's good, man? I appreciate you having me on, man. Introduction is dope. The video is dope. Like, just, I love it, man. I love it.
Appreciate it. Y'all don't even get to know the mistakes. But I'm over here on, look, Facebook. Everybody over here on Facebook, I'm going to give you a chance. Right now, I am on YouTube. I'm having problems. So I'm on YouTube right now. So if y'all want to see this show, please go to YouTube. Please.
Jump over to the YouTube.
I'm going to share it on the Facebook and all of that. Y'all jump over there, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to leave it on for a second. But right now, we are on YouTube. Let me show y'all. We are on YouTube. Look at that.
Come on the YouTube channel.
Come to the YouTube.
Come to the YouTube.
I wasn't planning this. It just happened. So since I can't fix it right now, y'all come to the YouTube. We're going to get it in. I'm going to leave it on right now. I don't know if y'all probably can't hear what Rich saying. So y'all please go to the YouTube. I see y'all coming on the Facebook. Go to the YouTube, man. It's going down over here. We got Rob Rich. I'm gonna give y'all, let y'all see some of it. We got Rob Rich in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What's good?
I got my questions on here, and that's what's messed up, man. But y'all come to the Facebook. I mean the YouTube. I gotta get off of here so I can you know what I'm saying, get to my questions. But I will post it. I will make sure the reels come out. I will get on that and make sure, because a lot of y'all wanted to see this. It's gonna be some valuable information on here. So y'all come over here. We finna get it in. YouTube, Truth Be Told Television. Y'all know what it is. Go on over there. All right. I had to get them off of it. Sorry, y'all. It say, oh man, okay. But yeah, so back to what I would let me go back. You know what? The intro was banging. We ain't gonna go there though, because I really do. I cut for that. That was like, I'm for real, bro. That was my. I was like, say, bro, I got to use that. When baby saw it, she was like, yeah. Like, okay.
Yeah, you was on the right track. I like that. I like that. I will say, just not to pat my own self, that video was done in one take. It's just a voiceover on AI. We literally went into the content lab, went out there. We wrote I wrote a little script about what I was gonna say. The homie set the video up, and I wrote a script to it, and we went out there and re-recorded it. And I will say, I got my Lil Wayne on and did it in one take. It was no retakes in that. So yeah, shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie Dalton.
Already. Now, for those that I got the other piece. I'm gonna smash these together. But a question to just get right to it. Now, what makes the Shelter Share 2.0 different from the first version?
Yeah, so the first version, like I said, was more or less to help people find storm shelter specifically before severe weather. So you could do that. So when you're in this game and you learn how to do things, everything is about being able to scale. You got to be able to scale up. So just a good mentor of mine, we were just having a conversation, and it was mentioned like, what about the unhoused community and all of that, and just a kind of a light bulb went off in my head, and I just kind of dove into it. So that being said, the Shelter Share 2.0 version is basically it'll help you find all social services and nonprofit organizations. So there are a lot of nonprofits and social service organizations that does food, clothing closets, food pantries, day shelters, night shelters, soup kitchens. There are a lot of different resources out there, but a lot of these resources are scattered in multiple places. A lot of them are resources sharing resources. We get that a lot. It's Twin City Mission saying stuff for this other organization. It's not actually getting to the people who actually need it. So I found a need to, it's like, man, this is crazy. Y'all got all of these resources out here, but it's not getting to the people that is serving those that need it, So that's kind of what Shelter Share 2.0 is. That's what we've been saying. But so this version, basically what I'll do is we actually having a soft launch this weekend. So a big homeless event that we having in downtown Oklahoma City called Change Movement. Change Movement is a group of local ministries and social organizations and nonprofits like myself. We all came together and just said, let's come together and just do something for our community, for the unhoused people that we have down here. So I was fortunate enough to meet Pastor Pumps. I'll shout out to him for bringing me on and saying, hey, man, let's help me make this happen. So we got together. We got a whole bunch of resources. So essentially what happened is we got haircuts, salons, mani-pedis, showers, clothes, like I say, all of that stuff. So I say all that to say this would be the soft launch for the app. We'll be passing the app out to the people as they come through. We're getting these different services that we're providing them for them, and be like, hey, download the app. And instead of you having to get online or look on Google, and a lot of these people are competent. Like I do a lot of customer discovery. Like don't think these people are not incompetent just because they're homeless or unhoused or whatever. So give them the app, and based off of their location, they will be able to find whatever is available close by. If it's the YMCA, if it's a clothing closet, if it's this or that, they'll be able to find it based off of it. It'll give them direction. It'll give them hours. And yeah, that's essentially what it is. There's more to it, a little bit more to it than that.
Man, you answered my second question. How does Shelter Share 2.0 help find shelter faster?
So that's essentially what it does. So again, based off of your location, it'll help you find those things or whatever like that. And then we do that by one, having them just download it to their phones that they have. But I also work with Lifeline service programs, and most people know them by Obama phones. They laugh and say they're Obama phones, where people get the government phones.
Yeah.
So I work with a company here locally that will come out to me when I go to events. They'll line up over here because that phone is basically given to those who need social services. So if you get any type of disability, SNAP benefits or whatever the case may be. If you get government assistance, you pretty much automatically qualify for one of those free phones. So when they get the free phone, I'm like, hey, I understand you're unhoused or whatever the case may be. A lot of these people are transient coming from state to state, and I could tell you some stories about that all day long. But they just need to know what the services are if they get transplanted to a new location, because they're scattered, but it's a lot of people. There's a lot of nonprofits. There's a lot of, I say mom and pops, but it's just a lot of people that really want to help people out here, but they don't really know the avenue to get it out besides, hitting the streets like we do. So I created this app basically to help all of those people be able to get on this platform, find the services that they need based off of their location, and then we give it to those people.
Man, hold up. Say, y'all, say, man, that sounds like a lot of, that's a lot of work. But I will say this. I hear you say nonprofit. So how can a nonprofit use Shelter 2.0 to help people?
Absolutely. I love that question. Great question. So this app is set up basically, our business model is basically set up for free, premium, and enterprise. So our free version is basically anybody can download the app. It's free to anybody to download, right? You can download it. You can get any of the services that you're needing. Again, it could be anything. And unfortunate domestic violence, we have those type of shelters and anything, all that as well on there. The premium version is essentially you will pay a subscription fee, and that'll be for, I say, people like you and I, where we have jobs, but let's just say a tornado or something that's still coming. Those shelters and those churches and stuff that I worked with in the past will allow people to come in their buildings because they're not open to the public, but they will allow people to come into their buildings. They just want to cut down on the riprap, if that makes sense. I know it kind of sounds bad, but liability, all of those good things that come into play. So essentially, they try to cut down on just the person that was up under the bridge all of a sudden in the shelter. I hate to put it that way, but that's really what it is. So the premium version is essentially, again, someone like you and I, we need to find shelter. You can get on there. You can pay for those shelters and those premium services to be able to get on there. The enterprise version is the part that we literally go back to the nonprofits and organizations who are giving out the services, and we say, hey, we got users out here. So I didn't pass this app out to, now we got 3,000 users. You need to reach those users. So in order for you to reach those users, we're going to charge you a fee to be able to reach those users on a platform that is already out there.
Okay. So you give them the direct connect.
There you go. That's how we do it. I'm going to switch my lights.
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's how we do that.
So y'all hear that? Yeah, you get the connect if you gonna get the subscription. That's
one of the first things I learned was, when you building a tech company, and this can go for anything, most of the time companies get acquired, or what they would call an exit. Most of these companies get bought up by all these companies. So we'll just take Airbnb for instance. I'm not gonna say I took their business model, but essentially I kind of walked down the path that they went. I went and found out if people actually needed to look for shelter before severe weather. I found out it was. So I had to go find out to make sure that was true or whatever like that. And I almost kind of lost what you asked me or whatever, because my eyes just started rattling or whatever like that. But
bro, you getting old, bro. You getting old.
My mind started going and I started rattling. I'd be like, and what was I supposed to make the point to? Because I was going somewhere with that. But
yeah, okay. But it was well, I got another question anyway.
Okay.
So is the app easy for people that are non-technology users?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very, very simple. Yeah, it's very simple. You can log in with Google. You can log in with your Facebook. It's simple information, name, we want to know gender and stuff like that. And the gender and stuff like that is specifically because some of the shelters and stuff like that are they're not co-ed, they're either all male or all female. So we got to be able to do that to be able to get people to the right place and stuff like that. So it is very user friendly. It adds basic information or whatever like that. But obviously, the name of the game is data. You got to have data because you got to know who's on your platform, because it helps you understand how to serve them better.
And where they at,
what services they actually looking for. That way, when people are actually trying to reach them, I'm not sending you information for a service that you don't need, essentially.
Okay, got you. Can you explain how organizations can sign up on the app?
Yeah, absolutely. Really, all they have to do is reach out to me, which you can reach out to me at my email. It is sheltershareus@gmail. Feel free to look me up on LinkedIn. My name is Robert Washington, of course. You can look me up on LinkedIn, but we are looking for beta testers and pilot testers. Therefore, we are looking for organizations and nonprofits to come out. We will let you get on the platform for free for 3 months. We will let you test drive it. We'll let you understand it. And then basically at the end of the 3 months, we will start asking for payment. So we want you to let you know that, partner with us, help us get this out to the people that are needing it. Say, hey, go download this app. This will help you streamline your check-in process for those organizations. Check-in will be done. Basically, people will show up and just basically be ready to move forward with whatever service that you provide.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit him with a hard one this time. So what would you say is the biggest improvement on the Shelter Share 2.0?
Everything, man. The first version was built on the low code, no code app, and that's kind of technical, but it was just really built just on bare bones. Like, it was the bare bones of the app. This app, I got the opportunity to work with a great company, Green Country Media. I'm gonna be shouting a lot of people out because I did not make this journey on my own or whatever like that. I had a lot of people that helped me out. So Green Country Media, Jennifer and Richard, they built the app. They are good friends of mine. We was in a program together, and they just said, "Hey, man, we want to help you." So it is built better. It does so much more. We're able to track data. We're able to basically white label software, and that essentially means that we can write software to those nonprofits and those organizations to help them reach the people that they're trying to reach. Again, that means the domestic violence people are not trying to reach the soup kitchen people. If you're literally trying to reach the soup kitchen people or that crowd, we can write software and do something to help you reach your actual demographic. That way you're not wasting your time trying to reach somebody that you don't need to do. So that is the benefit of this version, is that not only do we offer an app and we bring the users to the nonprofits and the organizations, then we go back and say, hey, you need to reach this certain amount of people. We know for a fact 26% of our users are looking for soup kitchens every day. Here's your price. That you can reach those users by jumping on our platform for a price, essentially. Yeah.
So you saying that you already done the data and the work for them to let them know?
Yeah, because basically when we go out and like at this event, when we go out and people are downloading the app for free, they're searching for what type of services they need. So that's all data. So, we got 300 downloads, 25% of them over here are only looking for homeless shelters. The other 25% are looking for jobs. The other 25% is looking for, this or that. So that's how we're able to track that data. And then we just go back to those particular organizations and say, you serve soup, you're a soup kitchen, you serve people all day long. We can up your users, or we can help you reach a broader audience by joining our platform, essentially.
Man, say that's deep, bro. That's deep.
Yeah.
Say that's
crazy,
deep.
Man.
You done came you, man, from which I wanted to play was the YouTube, the one with where you did the one at Texas A&M.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
wow, that's totally different now. You know, I'm thinking, I'm like, dang, he putting some extra in there.
Yeah, man, it's about scalability. It's about being able to reach a broader audience. It's about being able to serve a broader group of people. So instead of just serving people who need storm shelters, which I still will be able to do that because that's what started me on this journey, but I have to be able to get outside of Oklahoma. And there's a homeless situation going on in America right now, all across America.
Man.
So any way that I can just help streamline that process, because there is a lot of nonprofits, there is a lot of organizations that are out there to serve the people, but I'm out there in the community. We go out and we serve meals every Sunday when I can make it. I can't say I go every Sunday, but mostly every Sunday at 1 o'clock, we get out and we just come together with whatever food we have: sandwiches, hot dogs, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, gummies, snacks, water, whatever the case may be. We meet up and we go to a location and we park and we just serve people. We go out and we walk into bridges and stuff like that. And people come out, we say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're out here every Sunday to serve the people or whatever like that. So for me, that's all customer discovery. I know these people are looking for these services. On the other side of it, while building this app and while building this, going through this process, I also know there's a lot of social organizations and nonprofits that want to serve those people. The problem is there's a disconnect in between there, right? Like you got all these people who need all of this stuff. You got all of these people who offer these services, but they don't know that all of this stuff exists on both sides. So me, I have to find a way to bridge that gap. And for me, it was like, I'll build this new version of this app. I'll give it to these unhoused people for free, and then I'm just gonna go back to these nonprofits because they're the ones that can afford it, and they need to reach their users. I'm helping them out essentially. Their caseworkers are overworked, they're overloaded, they got overloaded case management. They got several people, that they're working with. It is easy for me to just come in and streamline that intake process and understand what it is that they need, like their pain points. That's essentially the whole part of it, is understanding the nonprofit's pain points and saying, I can solve those for you by giving you this platform and making it easier for you to work and actually give people the services that they need.
I would think that yeah, cause yeah, the way you talking, you doing too much work, man. It's too much work, man. That's too much work, bro.
It, you know what? I don't even know if it's work anymore because I just enjoy it. Like that's my happy space, if you want to say, or whatever. Like to be able to just to discover this stuff and understand this stuff and understand how this process works. After a while, a lot of the stuff just kind of falls into place. Building the tech kind of just fall into place. After that, it's really just going out and meeting the people and just being able to get in front of those people. And it's not as hard as what people may think. Like I say, we talked about social network or social networking, or not social networks, going to social events like networking events and getting out and talking to people. And that's just pretty much how it is. And now I just get out. I'm out there all the time. I'm talking to these people. I'm at this event. I'm at that event. I'm doing this stuff. And now when I walk into somewhere, it's not like, who are you? It's like, you're the shelter share guy. We know who you are. Like, when is this coming? And then you just start to build off of that at some point in time. So then it don't turn into work because people, once they've seen you 2 or 3 times, they like, you still doing that? Okay, well, I want you to talk to this person. I want you to talk to that person. And you eventually just start leveling up, leveling up. It got to the point to where I was talking to case managers. Then I got talking to the case managers, and then I got talking to the VPs, and now you start talking to the CEOs. Like, you just keep going up and up and up and up to the scale until you get to the decision makers and to the people who can write the checks to do the project that you want to do. So when I say it's a lot of work, I mean, yeah.
Well, you built for it.
Do it take some getting out there and putting yourself out there? Yeah. It's a lot of up and downs. It's a lot of emotional roller coasters. Like, Yeah, you have your days. I'm not gonna lie. This is a week or whatever. Like
How
we got some. Huh? Go ahead.
how many doors have you had closed in your face?
I've had plenty of doors closed in my face. I've had some situations where I literally told my wife about this one situation. I talked to people at Operation Hope, and people may know him, John Bryant Hope, John Hope Bryant. He, the I didn't talk to him specifically, but his organization is Operation Hope, and they just do a lot of stuff. They do a lot of stuff for minorities or whatever like that. I had a conversation with a pretty high level person on there, and his just the way he talks and his demeanor or whatever like that. If you're not prepared for this, and I say if I'd have been at the beginning of my journey and I would have had the same conversation with this person, I probably would have quit because I wouldn't have been equipped to understand there's going to be a lot of rejection. I've had 2 or 3 instances where I've just been ripped to shreds. Like when I built the first version of the app, and I talked to try not to put nobody on blast. It was for emergency management essentially. I'm not
No,
gonna
don't
say
put them on
what.
blast. Don't put them on blast,
Well,
bro.
I'm not gonna say what specific organization, but it was an emergency management group, and I tried to get. Well, I got in front of this emergency management group by just the way of either LinkedIn or just talking to people and just being able to say, "Hey, can you connect me to this person?" That being said, they help organize all of emergency management and stuff like that throughout the state. When I say I walked in the room and you could feel it in the air, you can just read the room or whatever. I already knew that it just wasn't going to be a good experience. It wasn't very welcoming. How about that? So they went in there and they was just like, you trying to do this, you trying to do that. Like it was a very uncomfortable experience. Uh, I didn't lose my cool or whatever like that. I was able to stay stable. But I will say, when I'd be lying to you if I told you that I didn't cry. Like it was a very humbling experience. Uh, yeah,
Hey,
I'm just being totally honest. It didn't go the way that I wanted to, and like I say, when you say those closed doors and when people are brutally harsh with you and stuff like that, and it wasn't even they just didn't accept what I was doing, and that's a whole nother story. I have my reservations about why that was, but honestly, they just didn't expect me to walk into the room, and that's just gonna keep it a buck with you. They didn't expect me to walk in the room to be able to solve such a huge issue or whatever like that. That being said, uh, one of the members did spin the block with me later and came back and talked to me and just said, it was kind of harsh, and we tried to have a conversation to figure out how I could help the situation. But you're gonna get doors closed on you all day long. You're gonna get told no all day long. But if you know what you're doing is solving the actual problem, or you're going in the right direction, just keep pressing. Like, yeah, nose come with the territory. Like it just does. Like it just really does. I can't even. You just gonna get told no. Just be prepared for it.
he said just be prepared.
You're gonna get some no's. You're gonna get several no's before you can get some. Look how many no's I got, and I still decided to build another version of an app. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I decided to say the first version didn't work or it wasn't scalable enough, but I knew I had enough traction. I knew I had a good product. I knew I had a good name at that point in time. I knew I had the help because I had talked to enough people and had the resources to say, hey, if I decide to take this pivot and go this way, what do you think about this? And everybody was like, wait a minute, you might be on to something. And now here we are again. I'm getting another version of an app that's built out, and I have more support and I have more eyes on me now than I did the first time that I did it.
Huh. Say y'all better go download that app, boy. Y'all gonna need that app, boy.
Yeah. I will let it know when it be out. I will make an announcement. It is in the process of getting approved in the Apple and Google Play stores right now as we speak. Like I said, it should be out because, like I said, the soft launch will be this weekend when we do our big event downtown, and then we'll have an official launch party October 11th. There are just another shout out to Babel Coffee and Tea Bar who's hosting us as we do a launch party. with Green Country Media. So we're going to invite all of the nonprofits and social organizations locally here. We're inviting them out. We're going to do like a live demo. I'll give a little spew on, hey, this is what we're doing. Our app is now live. Let's do business. And like I say, those first people can come on there for 3 months. They can test out the platform. They help us do customer discovery. That help us, track to, work out the kinks and the bugs or whatever to be what it is that it's trying to do. And then after that, we're going to be rocking and rolling.
Okay. I don't know if you, but I'm gonna ask it. How do you make sure the app stays updated, with the new Shelter Share?
Yeah. It is based off of location, and it is done like with Google and such. So I have a great team. Like I say, my team, the Green Country Media guys, they are a great group of people. They will keep it updated. They do updates. We do updates when new organizations come online or new organizations pop up. That we're able to add them up to make sure that everybody's included.
Man, okay. I thought I had one. I ain't get okay. So what inspired you to build this new version of Shelter Share?
Really just getting out there, man. Like I said, seeing the unhoused community and just finding another problem to solve. So for me, everything is solutions based. Like people need a shelter for storm, but I also noticed that those same people still need a shelter for storm. But I was like, they just need shelter, period. They need a day, like I said, there's day shelters, there's night shelters, there's uh heat stations, there's cooling stations. So like it's gonna be winter coming up. And from November 1st to like March 31st, they have these big, huge facilities, but they're overflow stations. So they're designed to set up to hold like another 700 to 800 people, but they only open them up when it's cold or whatever like that. So those type of reasons to see that these people, when you've been outside in the trenches and see how these people sleep outside and stuff like that, or when you out here with people, man, and you helping serving some of these people, and when they ask you for the simple thing of a tent, or man, can you just go buy me a sleeping bag? Like I've made videos and I've kind of posted some in the past. I don't do it often because I just try not to. It's like a two-way street. People are like, you need to post that stuff, you need to tell that stuff. And for me, I just be like, yeah. But for somebody just to say, can you just buy me a sleeping bag, and I can go to Dollar General and get you a $15 sleeping bag. That's what inspires me to build it. These people are just asking for the basic necessities. They asking just for the littlest of the littlest. So if I can help them find shelter, who has this particular shelter might be new and in another area, but they haven't been getting no traction. They probably got 30 slots open over there, but nobody knows about it, right? So if I can give that person the opportunity to be able to get shelter in the day or the night or whatever it may be, that helps me, because at least I'm blessed enough to be able to come home and be able to come to a place that I don't have those type of issues or whatever like that. But we're all a paycheck away essentially from being in that same position, and we say that every time when we go out and we serving people, they be like, thank you, and now we like, man, no, thank you. Like, it's inspiring because literally somebody lose their job and they're in that same position. And I say that too, a lot of the people that we do serve and stuff like that, everybody thinks that somebody's unhoused. They think drugs or mental health and things of those nature. It really don't be like. Sometimes they just fell on hard times. I've met a couple where the wife might or the husband might have lost their job, or they might have fell ill, and then insurance pays so much, but once they got to a point to where, insurance cuts off, maybe they had cancer, and I've had that situation. Cancer was, went into remission, okay, you good. Well, but now I'm not good enough to go back to work. I've lost 100 pounds. I'm over here, 80 pounds. I'm too frail to go back to work, but I don't have no income. I haven't got disability. Now we're homeless. But a year ago, I was able to work. It's those type of situations. So it's not just, like I say, mental health or drugs. It's just people a paycheck away for something crazy happened, had a loss of life, and now they're in a situation where, you know, they don't have homes or anything like that no more.
Man, that is a fact. That is
Yeah.
so true, man. Who just said?
Yeah, it's rough, man. I got stories for days, man. Some of them you really have to you be taken aback, and you have to really appreciate how good you got it. And then some of them really are just they'll tug at your strings, and like I didn't have to walk out of a couple of them, bro. Like I done heard some stories from people being kidnapped and taken to Canada. Uh, yeah, man, yeah. It's some wild stories out there, man. There's some wild stories out there.
Bro, man. Um, dang, you said kidnapped, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, she was kidnapped. She was up from the DMV, like the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, kidnapped, taken to Canada. You know, say what you want. She made it back to Oklahoma, and then we was able to get enough money to get her a bus ticket to get back to the DC area. We got a lady a train ticket so she could get back to Santa Fe, New Mexico. She came out here, you know, however she got out here, and you know, was
dang,
fooling with somebody. That person left her stranded. She went from out here. She found another place I was volunteering at, and then we would scrounge money, man. It's some stories. Like I had some days where I'd have to just get in the car, man. You just have to pray, and I'd cry, bro. It's some wild stories out there, man. You just don't know how good you got it sometimes.
for real. I know. I know. um, so what's the future for Shelter Share, and will there be more updates?
Yeah, we'll be updating all the time according to basically the needs of the people. That's the biggest thing is customer discovery. You'll hear me say that anytime you hear me speak, customer discovery. You don't have to follow exactly what the customer says, but I suggest this. Anybody who's starting a business, and I will say specifically tech, but it doesn't matter. This applies to anything that you do. You've got to do customer discovery. And when I say customer discovery, I have over 250 documented customer discoveries where I literally went out to people, wrote their demographics, name, who they are, what their title is if they was in the company, or if they was the manager at McDonald's, it didn't matter what their title is, you know, demographics, gender, whatever. And then I would ask them pain points. And literally, what you do when you do this customer discovery, you talk to all of these people, but there's always a common denominator. All these walks of life all have different situations, but they all going to come down to one common denominator, and that is your customer discovery. That tells you what it is that you need to be going after from all of those people's pain points. You get a collective. So Shelter Share will always be building because we're going to be able to integrate the resources of what people need. If I would say something in the immediate future, we'll eventually integrate AI into it. That way, AI can do some of the stuff. That's the biggest and hottest thing going right now. So AI will be integrated into it, whether it's helping people, you know, chat bot or you know, yeah, we've had all kind of talks about how to integrate AI into it. And then if you just want to go long term of what it is, when I spoke earlier about exits, it's to get your users up, get your followers up, get all of these people on the platform, and then some big conglomerate financial group, blah blah blah, such and such, say, hey, we want to write you a check for 550 million and you can take it. And it's an exit. They'd be like, I'll take an exit. So cut me a check. Y'all go on and buy this up. Give me, some stock. Cut me a check, and I'll let y'all do what y'all need to do. And then I'll go do it again at that point in time.
Hey, he say he gonna do it again.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
go
it
get
again.
that money again, baby.
I'm gonna do it again. And share with the community. Like I would like to do like some VC work, but I would like to just put money back into the community. Come back, wherever, and be like, hey, you want to do this? I can just give you a pathway of showing you how to do it. I can't tell you how to do it because your journey is going to be different. But there is kind of a blueprint, but there isn't kind of a blueprint. There is steps. Don't never put the cart before the horse. Like you got to be smart about this. So especially if you're trying to build something in tech and you're trying to build something that's going to take massive investment, you want to be smart and strategic about how you do it.
Already. Is there a way that people could give you feedback on the app?
Yeah, you can give me feedback straight up in my email. Also, even in the app, when the app hits the store, like any other thing in the comments or whatever it's calling the feedback, you'll be able to leave stars or whatever. Give me a 5-star, but you'll be able to put stars and leave your comments on whatever, because the first version is still in the app store. If you go in your app store right now in Google or Apple and put in Shelter Share, the first version will pop up. Excuse me.
I
You can
did it
see
on my
everything on there.
computer.
Yeah, you can see the ratings. You can see everything on there. All of that is the information from the first one is still in there.
I what? Say, let me get back and see you.
I always take feedback. I just like to have the conversation because everybody's pain points is different or whatever like that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
facts. That is facts. Everybody is all different, so we don't know what. How has this um app helped you on your, how can I say, your perspective on the business end?
Whew, man, I will say this. It makes me look at advertising. It makes me look at business, everything in a totally different way. Like companies, how they target, how they market, who their customer is so fine tuned that it's the craziest thing. Like like Facebook, for instance, we can scroll on Facebook, but what your sponsors and your ads and what you see gonna pop up is gonna be different from what I is. It's all based on the algorithm. So for me, it is how business actually really works, how this stuff is actually built, how this stuff is grown, how people scale, how you market, how you build the business, how you build relationships, uh, all of that stuff. And then you that stuff crosses over into personal life. I mean, you can apply a lot of the stuff to do it, and just how you go about it when it comes to like communicating with people or problem solving, skill solving. Why you feel this way or why something is going that way, I automatically go into solution mode. I'm like, I can find a way to solve this some kind of way. You can say that's good or bad in a relationship sometimes, but at the same time, I mean, like I'm just trying to solve the issue. We know the problem or whatever. Let's just try to solve it.
Man, so could you tell, before we get out of here, about the event on? See, I got to go on my, man, because I can't go on my computer. It's acting funny, but it's the event that you got coming up on
Is it the 28th or October
28th.
11th?
No,
Uh,
October 11th. October 11th.
yeah, so October 11th is the official Shelter Share app launch party.
Man, y'all can't
Uh,
see that.
that's also part of a big, huge thing called Med Week. I got to plug everybody. So Med Week is Oklahoma Minority Enterprise Development Week. And this week is essentially set up, it's all for minority businesses. So they try to put all the minority businesses as much as they want up front. It does not matter what it is. You can be selling cupcakes all the way up to tech. So I've been fortunate enough to be on the committee for that too. So we get together and that launch party will come out. I will invite, like I say, all the social organizations, the nonprofits locally, and anybody can come. Like it doesn't matter. You can
Okay.
go up there, RSVP to that link. Come up to Babel Coffee and Tea Bar. We'll have like a little presentation. Like I said, I'll do a demo of what the app goes out. Uh, yeah, download it. Give me feedback. Tell me how you like it. Tell me how user friendly it is. If you see somebody that's homeless and you feel like you need to find a place for them to go, you can just literally say, well, right here, I know that they doing this over here, and maybe you can help somebody and direct them that way.
Man, say that boy answering all my questions, man. See this? That's what I'm talking about, man.
I've been in the hot seat quite a few times, yeah.
And drop the mic on him. Just dog, I thought I was gonna break him.
I've been doing this for too long, man. You gotta have a answer for every question or whatever. Sometimes they say it does. I can get back. I don't have the answer, but I can get back to you. I just learned I gotta have an answer. Like if you asking me these questions, that means these same nonprofits and social organizations are gonna have these same questions, and I need to have an answer for them because I'm trying to solve a problem for them. So they don't want me to be able to you can get back to me. They want me to answer the question so I can try to get that sale, so I can get that contract.
Get back with me next week.
Yeah, let me get back to you. I'll email you on the 3rd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, so how your calendar looking before we get up out of here,
My calendar it's about to pick up. Like I said, we got the homeless event that's coming up Saturday on the 28th again. Like we'll be doing haircuts, mani-pedis, pet services, clothes, food.
Hold up, what is
it? Community health bus where they'll be doing health screenings and stuff like that. Like it's gonna be a pretty big event. I say all day from 11 to 2. We'll be down there doing that. Like I say, doing all kind of stuff. So I'm excited about that. We got our shirts made up. Like I say, Change Movement is what that's called. And then, like I say, coming up on Med Week, where we'll be highlighting all these minority businesses here in the Oklahoma City metro area. It's a ton of events. If you want to come out and learn how to do government contracts, if you want to find out how to get funding, if you want to learn how to go through accelerator programs like I've been in, if you want to just come out and network and just meet some amazing people out here in this ecosystem, like these are the type of events that I'm talking about that help propel me to the place that I'm at now. Like this journey has not been me. This journey has been a collective of people giving me the confidence of boosting me or being mentors and being coaches and being cheerleaders and stuff for me to continue this journey, because I do it by myself and I am a solo founder, but I have some of those people that I can go ask questions to. I have some of those people that I can rely on essentially. Like I just have people like, I need a day, I need to talk to you. That event. Okay. That shout out to Foundation to Elevation, to everybody down there in Bryan College Station. That was a dope event. Everybody that was on that panel, Courtney, Edith, Amber, the Realty Twins, like that was a good group of people. George Sr., like man, it was a good group of people out there dropping knowledge on the crowd out there, letting people know some of the other services that we're going to eventually be bringing to Bryan College Station. Also, the Reach Project, like all you people down there in the Bryan College Station area, the Reach Project is where it's at. They're doing some of these same great things that I'm talking about, but hopefully we can get some things tied up to where I'll be down there helping them build, helping everybody build whatever it is that they want to build, because I'm a dream builder, so I want to help people build their dreams.
Already, and I gotta make sure before we get up out of here, because I never did throw it out there. So I'm gonna throw it out there this time. I see you did it. I gotta give you props, bro, because it couldn't have been me.
What's that?
Have been me.
Oh, the 5K. Yeah, I ran the 5K in Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon, man. It was just something I always wanted to do. So I said, man, I'm going to sign up and I'm going to get out there. 5K is only 3.1 miles. I say only 3.1 miles. It took me 44 minutes to run it. But, man, I had a blast. It was like 6,000 people out there. and we all just kind of got after it, man. It was a blast. I'm gonna do it again next year.
I had to go black so y'all could see it. Had to
Yeah,
go midnight on y'all real quick.
yeah, man. Just a little personal goal, something I wanted to do, and now I kind of got bit by the bug. So I'm gonna do it again next year. Just go run a 5K. You get a little medal and stuff, so you get, you feel good about yourself.
Letting y'all see. Let me go black again, so y'all can see.
Yeah,
Before we get up off of here, Shelter Share. Look at this. There you go,
yeah.
right there. Hold up.
That's gonna be the new version coming out. You put your zip code or your city in there, and it's gonna pop up whatever is locally available around you.
So,
oh yeah,
I'm giving y'all first look.
You heard it here first.
It's going down. Y'all go download this app. The app that's out now, and then when the new one drop, y'all go download that too. Put it on all your phones.
Put it on all your phones. You see somebody standing out on the corner that's saying that they need services or something, just, hey, I know about this app. Download this app, and it'll help you find the things that's all around you. And then if you are a nonprofit or a social organization or something like that, reach out to me. Let's get some business. Let's get you on the platform so you can reach the customers that you need to reach. And then if you offer beds, if you offer shelter, whether it's specific to male, female, co-ed, children, pregnant women, domestic violence, we can come in, we can white label you, which is essentially we can write you software that you can reach the demographic that you want. So that way you can just reach whoever it is that you want to work. So that's how that works.
Man, say, y'all go get the app. Y'all go support my boy. Y'all gotta make sure. Oh, shout out BCS. Hey, big things popping out there, man. Y'all can't say nothing. We do it big out that way, man. And shout out to Shelter Share, everybody that helped Shelter Share and doing what they do. Y'all nonprofits, step up. Let's try to clean up everything and help people out. Everybody falls every now and then, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely want to try to push this as much as we can and try to make this a worldwide thing, man, because we all need some help sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. Shout out to the Car Chronicles, man. You still doing your thing, bro, man. I'm proud of you as well. Keep going, man. I'll come back on anytime you want me to come on. Just say, man, Rob, I want you on, and we'll make it happen.
Oh yeah, I definitely got some new interviews for the pop up. I'm gonna definitely slide you in on a couple of these because it'll be some interesting ones.
Bet that. And
it'll be some good connects, business wise. So yeah.
Already.
So yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, bro. Even though the technical difficulties, I gotta get this ironed out, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that showed up. I will post the video on Facebook in a second. I'm finna go and download it and throw it on Facebook so everybody can see it. So y'all please like, share Car Chronicles. Make sure that you go download the app. He got the shirt on. He probably selling the shirts too. Get you a Shelter Share shirt. Come, y'all. Shout out. Oh yeah, I can't even get off here without saying this. Shout out to the missus.
There you go.
No, I ain't talking about mine. I'm talking about yours. Shout out to the missus.
Yeah, shout out to both of them. Shout out to both of them, to both of the ladies, of course.
I'm happy. I'm happy to see how my boy is. You know what I'm saying? Keep him in line. Keep him in line like mine do me. Keep him in line. See what had happened was, baby. I was just coming out. I'm just out here in the car doing the show.
And then boom.
Nah, I love her. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. say, like always, man, it's your boy K Jizzle.
It's your boy Rob Rich, man.
Say, you already know what it is. It was called Chronicles, and we was live, baby.
Nossa tele, e beat foda.